Lesson 5 Jumping Game. What's up, guys? LT here, and welcome to Lesson 5, which is divided into 5 sections. Create assets, code trees and sun, code dinosaur, score, and add details. So, before we get started with the lesson, let me introduce what the project is. Okay, so in this lesson, you're going to learn how to create a jumping game where players collect points by jumping to avoid obstacles. When the player bumps into an obstacle, basically the game ends. If you would like to see this particular project that you see in the screen right now, don't forget to check out the official studio by Ottiya underscore teachers. All right, let's get started. Okay, so we're on Scratch and I clicked the create button and we're here now. I'm going to be creating a jumping game with a dinosaur. So I'm going to delete the cat and you can choose whatever you want. But in my game, there's going to be a dinosaur and this dinosaur is going to avoid some trees. You can choose something else, like maybe some buildings, um, or whatever you want. But I'll select some trees and let's choose a background. So go in here and choose a background. I think I'm going to do just a simple blue sky. And I also want to add a sun. Um, so I found the sun and I want to have some grass. So let's see. Is there grass? Oh, there's only a grasshopper. Okay, then I'm gonna go to paint and I'm gonna paint grass. So I'm gonna click on the rectangular tool here and I'm gonna click and drag. And right now it's black, so let's go to fill. And I'm going to change the brightness and the color so it's green. And maybe I'll play around with the saturation and brightness a little bit. And I have some grass. I want it to make it look like there's actually grass. So I'm going to choose the line tool and change this number to 3. And let's see. Let's choose maybe like a lighter green. Actually, I'm gonna make this even thicker. Maybe 7. Okay, so I'm gonna click and drag and just put lines all over this so it looks like grass. This is completely optional, obviously, but this is my grass. Awesome. Okay, that's great. As you can see, this grass is covering everything, and I don't want that. So let's put it at the back. So first, I'm gonna rename this sprite to grass, so I know what it is. And then I'm gonna say green flag, when green flag is clicked, grass, please go to the not the front layer, but the back layer. So let's press the green flag button, and there you go. The grass is behind everything. Awesome. Okay, so now let's see. I'm gonna click on the tree and I'm gonna see. I want to make it a little bit smaller. So when green flag has been clicked, let's make the size to how about 40%? Okay, so that's a bit smaller. And basically in this game, this tree is gonna go from the right side to the left, and then it's gonna keep going over and over again. And so when the game starts, I want it to start at this end and then glide to this side and then go back and glide and keep going and going. Okay, so as you guys know, the x-axis is everything from left to right, all of this. And then y is from up and down, up and down. And I know it's sometimes hard to know what is the right number to choose. So I want to show you guys something. Okay, so let me just change this background to this. And I'm just going to hide everything. Okay, hide everything by clicking on this. And so if you look at this backdrop, which is by a user named CS50. Thank you, CS50. As you can see, the numbers from X, the lowest number of X is negative 240, and the biggest number is 250. And for the Y, the biggest number is 180, and the lowest is negative 180. And right in the middle is where X equals 0 and Y equals 0. For our game, we want the tree to start on the right and then go to the left. So these numbers are going to be important, right? So the X 240 and negative 240. So remember that, okay? Okay, so let's just go back and choose the blue sky and make sure everything is shown again and go back to selecting the tree. So when the green flag is clicked, we want the tree to go to 240. 240 because that is this end. And in terms of Y, I think I'm gonna make it go maybe, let's try negative 100 and see where that goes. Click the green flag. Okay, it starts here. And I think that's totally fine. So we're gonna do that. And how do we make it glide to the side? Well, we select glide. Okay, so glide 1 second to not 240, but negative 240 because that's the other end. And we want to keep the Y the same. We don't want the tree to go up or down. It just has to stay the same Y, but change only on the X. Okay, so let's see if that works. Press the green flag. Oh, it's gliding. Yes. So as you can see, it starts on the right and it glides to the left. Exactly how we want it. But now we want the tree to keep going instead of us continuing to press the green button all the time. Okay, so to do that, what we have to do is add some more code, okay? So we're gonna say, okay, let's select the if, okay, if the tree is touching, not mouse pointer, but touching the edge. If touching the edge, then what do we want the tree to do? We want it to go back to this point, right? So we have to say, if touching edge, go to x negative 240. Oh, not 2, negative, positive 240 and negative 100. And then do this again. So glide to negative 240 and negative 100. And please do this forever. Okay, so let's put a green flag on top of this as well. And okay, since we have code for how it starts and how it'll keep going, let's see if it works. Awesome! Our tree is moving. Yay! Okay, now that our tree is moving, let's go to our sun, okay? For the sun, you might not have a sun, but maybe you do. I just want my sun to kind of rotate so it looks like it's moving. So I'm gonna say sun. When the green flag has been clicked, can you, I'm going to see motion, turn 150. What does that do? I'm gonna just click on this and see what happens. Ah, it looks like the sun is rotating. So I'm gonna do that. But if I do it only once, then I'll only do it once and stop. So I'm gonna go to control and then add a forever and see what happens. Let's click on the green flag. Our tree is moving and then our sun is moving, but our sun is moving too fast. So what if I added, wait 1 second. Okay, I think that's much better. Awesome.